Ariel Helwani here for mmarated.com, standing next to Kim Couture, who tomorrow night at the HP Pavilion faces Lena Gvakov at Strikeforce Destruction. Kim, first off, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
You're about to weigh in. Everything good? We're not going to see any drama up there?
Not on my side, no. No,
right.
I'm under.
Okay, good to hear. And tomorrow you're facing an opponent who's at the relative the same experience level as you. Obviously, I have to ask about your first pro fight. We were there in June. A very memorable event, a very bloody event. Was there any point in that fight where you were like, what the hell have I gotten myself into?
No, not at all. I was pretty composed, and obviously I figured out quickly what had happened, but I wasn't going to quit. I still felt like I was stronger and I could pull it out. It just didn't go in my favor that night, but hopefully someday we'll get to see that rematch.
Are you hoping for that? Is Kim Rose still on your radar?
I would love to, just because I'd like to fight her at 100%, so early on in the fight. If it would have happened, second or third round, I'd be like, well, that stuff happens. But to happen in the first punch, I feel like I didn't get to give it my all, and I was kind of on autopilot that whole time. So.
You were also promoting that event, correct? Did that weigh into any of, now here you are coming to a Strikeforce event, you just have to worry about fighting. Is it easier this time out for you?
It is easier. It wasn't that stressful that first time around. I'm pretty organized, and the people I was working with were great. I did a co-promotion with Banner Promotions, and they were fantastic. But it is nice to come and just relax and not have any other burdens on your shoulders. So.
And do you know anything about your opponent? I mean, it probably is pretty hard to get footage on her, right?
Yeah, I don't really know anything. I know she's a little bit taller than me. I just met her, so I don't know. Just hoping for a good, dynamic fight.
Nice lady?
Yeah, she was great. It was great.
And how's it been with Strikeforce? Is this a kind of a test trial with them? I know you didn't want to commit to the AFL a few months ago. That seems like it was a good decision now, but how has it been with them so far?
I think Strikeforce is great. They've been around for a long time, and they're one of the few organizations out there that really does things right. They make it about the fighters and good fights, and they just do a fantastic job. And since I've been here and been through the whole experience so far, they're first class.
Is this a one-fight deal with them?
We haven't really talked about it.
Really?
No, we haven't talked about it yet. But me and Scott Coker are friends, and if I decide to fight again, it'll definitely probably be with him.
All right, and obviously, I have to ask about your husband, Randy. Last week, UFC 91, a tough loss, but I think everyone agrees that it wasn't age or anything of that. It was just maybe you could say just the younger, stronger guy won on that particular night. What did you think of his performance at the MGM Grand?
I thought he stuck to his game plan, and his performance was fantastic. I'd love to see that rematch. I don't think it was anything other than he just got caught with that punch. I mean, he even slipped the punch that caught him. It's just underestimating that reach advantage and the size of those fists. Everything else that he did, he stuck to the game plan, and he was controlling him and doing a great job. So I was really proud of him. And there's not too many people on the planet, let alone fighters out there that are willing to step into those shoes and fight someone like Brock. So I just think he never ceases to amaze me.
Is there a chance that this could be it for Randy, or is he still focused on fighting?
No, and people think that every time that he fights. Every time he's ever fought since day one, he was the old guy. And then afterwards, is that going to be it? It's the most commonly asked questions, and he's not going anywhere. So,
was it surreal for you, given everything that happened in the last year, to see him back in that octagon again?
No, not at all. I was excited. It's always great to see him fight. I feel like the world's a better place when he is out there fighting. He just gets everybody's adrenaline going, and people are very passionate about watching him in there. And it was such a neat experience to see people chanting his name and giving him a standing ovation after he lost the belt. And it was very electric in there. And the fans that he has are just unbelievable. They're very special, and I know they're very dear to him. So it's just a fun experience. And it's all about the journey.
All right, so the Coutures are 1-1 in the month of November. You think it's going to be 2-1 tomorrow night?
That's the plan.
All right. Well, best of luck to this lady right here, Kim Couture, tomorrow night at the HP Pavilion facing Lena Gvakov at Strikeforce Destruction. Thanks a lot for the time.
Thank you. Thanks.